here at the ROH Dojo, and it's time for your Ring of Honor update. First off, we want to thank everybody that checked out Ring of Honor Wrestling this week on either your Sinclair Broadcasting affiliates or the Fight TV app. We know we had a lot of new folks check it out on the app, and like we said, you can always engage in the conversations. There's the chat option there. A lot of celebrities stopping by. SoCal Val, Jim Ross, they've swung by in the past. I've even popped in once or twice. And then they take to Twitter. They use the hashtag WatchROH. And we know from some of the new faces, some of the returns, and some of the challenges that this week's episode of Ring of Honor Wrestling was one that folks are still talking about. We saw Josh "The Goods" Woods. He won the ROH Top Prospect Tournament, earning himself a Ring of Honor contract. But before he could celebrate, before he could bask in the moment, the product David Starr made his ROH return and attacked Josh "The Goods" Woods. And then we saw Cody. Cody came out and he challenged the ROH World Champion Christopher Daniels. Now we know Christopher Daniels has an ROH World Championship match coming up in Dearborn against Matt Taven. We also know that there's a four-corner survival match coming up this week on Ring of Honor Wrestling between Jay Lethal, Jay White, Hangman Page, and Silas Young to determine a #1 contender at the War of the Worlds pay-per-view on Friday, May 12th. Well, the ROH Board of Directors has announced that it will be Cody. It will be the winner of Christopher Daniels and Matt Taven, and the winner of the Fatal 4-Way, the four-corner survival match coming up this week on Ring of Honor Wrestling as the main event for the War of the Worlds pay-per-view, emanating live from the Manhattan Center's Hammerstein Ballroom. And what a match that's going to be. I gotta wonder, how did Cody get himself into this match? I know there's some folks that are none too pleased about that. And we talked about Josh "The Goods" Woods. We talked about Cody. We know the ROH World Television Champion, Marty Scurll. Well, he was introduced to somebody that he may not have met before, but is very familiar to the fans of Ring of Honor Wrestling. And of course, I'm talking about reborn Matt Sydal, who made his return to Ring of Honor this week on Ring of Honor Wrestling. You know what? So many great things happening on Ring of Honor Wrestling. Our television show, of course, the announcements going up about War of the Worlds. We know the main event now. We also know that there's going to be a huge tag team bout. The ROH World Tag Team Championships on the line. The Young Bucks will defend against Naito and Bushi of Los Ingobernables de Japón. Also, Adam Cole will take on Hiroshi Tanahashi in what should be a tremendous bout live in New York City. Throughout the week, we're going to have more announcements for Toronto, for Dearborn, for New York City, and Philadelphia. So keep it locked in right here, ROHWrestling.com, for all your information about the War of the Worlds tour. Tomorrow, it's Women of Honor Wednesday. On Thursday, we will give you a preview of Unauthorized, which will be hosted by Beer City Bruiser and Silas Young. And then on Friday, we'll give you a preview of Masters of the Craft coming up in Hopkins, Minnesota. But until then, I'm Ian Riccaboni. This has been your ROH Update. We'll see you next time.